those of you who don't know us. There on my far left, at your right, is the lead and the tenor singer in the band, plays fiddle. That's Shoestring.
There's a shoestring.
For obvious reasons. And the man in the middle, that's Sam Antoon. He's the lead singer and baritone singer, and sometimes he'll sing bass and maybe even tenor if we prod him a little bit.
I sing all over the place.
And he'll even do a couple of Bob Nolan impersonations if you feel real cowboy.
Everybody knows.
I'm Red River Sal. I play bass and sing lead, tenor, and band, and we're the Rocky Mountain Rangers.
We're gonna. Thank you very much. You'll probably get your fill of old Western tunes, and if you all seen the old movie B Westerns, you'll probably recognize a lot of these tunes from the 30s and 40s. This is a more popular tune, kind of a later one, but I'm sure you'll recognize it. It's called The Ghost Riders in the Sky. An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a man he heard a red-eyed cow he saw, plowing up the ragged sky and up the cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. Their horns were bright and shiny and their hoofs were made of steel. The brand was still on fire and your hot breath he could feel, and all the fear up to him as they rode on through the sky. For he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. Their eyes blurred, their faces gone, their shirts were soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet, 'cause they gotta ride forever in that range up in the sky. Their horses snorting with fire as they ride on near them cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. As the riders rode on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell for riding on that range, then cowboy, change your way, my friend, or with us you will ride. Try to catch the devil's herd upon these endless skies. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yo. Well, actually, we sing a lot about the West and basically the country. We've all had, Kevin's had some experience with cows and horses. Matter of fact, you used to ride quarter horses, didn't you, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Them ones out in front of the department stores, you put a quarter in, they go like that.
He rides them all day with pocketful tin.
That's the only way you can get right.
Yeah.
You mean your dad is too cheap to put you on a get out, man.
Oh, no. He wanted those tame ones.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just because he's a little kid. We couldn't do any better.
Well, since Sam Antoon keeps us in the dark, me and Kevin have no idea what's next. Since Antoon
Well,
has
neither
to
have I.
play.
That's why I'm putting you in the dark. We'll do a song. This is another popular one. I'm sure you remember.
Of course, Antoon always says that we always do 2 songs, and we always do one
Yeah,
of
we
them
only know
first.
2 songs. We just done.
Yeah.
I always do one of them first.
Yeah.
So we'll do the other one now. It's called Tumbling Tombowies. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Cares of the past are behind, nowhere to go but I'll find just where the trail will wind, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Now I'm a roving cowboy, riding all day long. Tumbleweeds surround me, hear their lonesome song. Night underneath the prairie moon, I ride along and sing this tune. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweed. I know when day's gone that a new world for the dawn. I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds.
You get to tell my origin story.
Yeah, I guess this would be a good time to have Shree. Maybe she can come if that's still alive. She's got a poem for you that she worked up. I'll let her have the floor.
It's my story about the cowboy. You know, being a cowboy was a lonesome life, riding out there in the night herding. And can't hear me?
Why don't you flip
Is
the
this
mic
live?
there?
Why don't we just
Why you flip it on?
hello testing?
It's on.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1. Guess not. Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Speak louder. Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? That's better. Okay.
That's better.
I have a problem with that.
Well, you don't want to yell at everybody, everybody else.
Anyway, I've got a story about the cowboy. Being a cowboy was a lonesome life out on the range on his night herd, riding night herd, and It got started down for generations that the cowboys would pass down stories and poetry, and this one comes from an old Montana cowboy by the name of Wally McCrae. He was probably thinking about an old cowpoke, fellow cowpoke that might have passed on to the great ranch house in the sky when he wrote this song. And the name of it, or the poem, the name of it is Reincarnation. It goes something like this. What is reincarnation, the cowpoke asked his friend. His pal replied, it happens when your life has reached its end. They comb your hair and wash your neck and clean your fingernails and lay you in a padded box away from life's travails. Boxing you goes in a hole that's been dug in the ground. Reincarnation starts then once you're planted neath the mound. Them clods melt down just like your box and you who's inside. Then you're just beginning on your transformation ride. In a while some grass will grow upon your rendered mound, till one day on your lonely grave a single flower is found. Then say a horse should wander by and graze upon this flower that once was you but now's become your vegetative bower. Now this posy that horse ate up with his other feed makes bone and fat and muscle essential to the steed. But some is left that he can't use, and so it passes through and finally lays upon the ground this thing that once was you. Then say by chance I wanders by and finds this object on the ground. I ponders and I wonders at this thing that I have found. I thinks of life and reincarnation, of life and death and such, and come away concluding, buddy, you ain't changed all that much. Colorado Trail.
Well, since we got Sherita working here, we'll have her jump on the an old instrument, squeeze box.
They talked to me into learning how to play this thing, and I finally realized why it is that Irish bands sit down. It's out of pity for the concertina player who can't stand up to play.
I can't stand to play myself. This is a kind of a newer song. I don't know exactly who wrote it. Maybe it's an old song. We really don't know, but it's a good song. It's called The Colorado Trail.
Let me start.
Okay, we'll try it again. It's a rough trail, folks.
Can you believe I've never played this out in public before?
This is her debut on the squeeze box.
I'm sorry about this. Blame him.
Well, we'll go through it with it. I was nice and warm and dry. So weep all ye little rains, wail, winds, wail, all along, along, along the Colorado Trail. Thank you very much.
My hands quit shaking.
A little different. It's kind of pokes fun at the old B westerns a little bit. It's called The Wild and Reckless Cowboy from the West.
Right, Gene.
I'm glad I wrote out the set because I make sure he do all these songs here. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, who's the handsome cowboy breaking down the street? That handsome dashing cowboy I sure would like to meet.
He lives out west in Kokomo, and I see him every day. And when folks ask me who he is, here's what he'll always say.
I'm a wild and reckless cowboy from the west
Side of town,
I wear a big white hat and fancy vest.
all around.
The little boy, they follow me along the streets and holler, geez.
He's wild and reckless cowboy from the west. Never saw a coyote except in a zoo. And all you know about a cow is that she hollers. You've never swung a lariat, you've never burned a brand.
I can holler yippee just as loud as any man. He's a wild and reckless cowboy from the west.
Hello,
He wears a big white hat and fancy vest.
hello,
The little boys, they follow me along the streets and holler, geez. Wild and reckless cowboy from the west.
did you ever shoot a Nesbian or shoot a buffalo? Did you ever shoot a rustler?
I'll have to answer no. I wear a pair of 44s that I never had to pull.
For all you've ever shot so far, it's just a lot of bull. He's a wild and reckless cowboy from the west.
Side of town,
He wears big white hat and fancy vest.
all around. Little boys, they follow me along the streets and holler, geez. Wild and reckless cowboy from the west side of town.
Thank you.
Well, I hope everybody can hear us. We're used to playing with 200-watt amplifiers, and so we're going to try to do it the old-fashioned way today. Let's see, I guess, huh? Let's see. Let's do an old traditional cowboy song. Ashery do the singing on this one again. It's probably goes about as far back as a lot of these we do. It's
Old as dirt.
old as dirt, white as dusty. It's called Riding Old Paint.
I ride no pain, I leave no man. I'm going to Montana for to
Yeah, maybe I'll try. Can I get a drink anywhere? There's a glass of water or something? Before I attempt this, there's a lot of cowboys, a lot of the old cowboys, at least in the silver screen, did a lot of yodeling, and you can't do no yodeling on a dry throat, that's for sure. It could sound like a pig caught in a barbed wire fence if you're not careful. Before we do that, though, let's do a kind of a, since we're in a mellow mood, let's do I Still Do. It's an old Sons of the Pioneer song. I'm sure you heard of them. They're putting near our favorite singers around. Darling, many happy years have passed away since you and I were tiny little boy and girl, playing beneath the summer sky. Do you recall the day I was bold enough to say, well, I love you, dear, I want you near, and I still do. Here's how I love my little gal, I knew I was proud to say that I love her like you, and I still do. Darling, let your memory stray and try to picture you and me roaming through the open field and playing in the hollow tree. The rocky hills of love I climbed to show my love for the little gal I love so well, and I still do.
Here's a story I would tell.
How I love my little gal.
Just let me tell.
I knew that it was true because I was proud to say that I love her like you, and I still do.
Darling, close your weary eyes and let me take you by the hand, and straightway lead you through the past back to happy childhood lands, and there we'll live again, the same as we did then, among the flowers we claimed as ours, and we still do. Here's a story I will tell.
How I love my little gal.
Just let me tell.
I knew that it was true because I was proud to say that I love a little girl like you, and I still do.
Dry and dusty.
Well, I'm ready for my death-defying triple yodel. You have your single yodels, you have your double yodels, and you have the death-defying triple yodel, and open in shape to do it. Loosen my collar, let my Adam's apple move up and down a little better. This is a song, Roy Rogers was probably one of the better, not the best yodeler around, along with Elton Brett. Who else? Montana Slim. This one's called Cowboy Night Herdin' Song. On night guard I am riding around a dozen bedded steers, and tonight my heart is aching through the trail of distant years. Coyotes howling in the darkness thrills my weary bones. How I love to see the sun come shining, sleeping through the kitchen door, and my dear old mammy cooking ham on that old kitchen stove. Mockingbird sang me to sleep each night, moonbeam shining through the trees. Well, some like to climb it down to New Mexico, but give me back my sunny Tennessee. Yodel, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Thank you very much. Well, I guess we can do a couple more for you, and I'll wrap her up. If anybody has requests of any old songs, I guess we might have them in our repertoire. Okie dokie, let's do, well, I have to look our list. See, we got a list, as you might have noticed by now. We'll keep working back there. Let's do a couple of more familiar ones here. Marty Rahman's had a big hit on this. It was originally done by, of course, none other than the Sons of the Pioneers. A little cool water. Man, it sure tastes good.
Yeah. Face the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Oh, Dan and I with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, cool, clear water. Nights are cool and I'm a fool. 8 stars, a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear water. Keep him moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can you
Yeah, we'll just do a couple more, and then I guess it'll be time to move on down the trail.
How about the little ditty that you sang at the reunion?
We have a request. I think we have a request. I think that is a
He knows
request.
which one it is. I think it'd be appropriate.
Okay, yeah, we had a request for this one. I think there's not too many people that know about this other than our immediate families. This is an old novelty tune from the 30s, done originally by a group called. Well, it's actually a group called Patsy Montana. I'm not sure if you know her, and they're Prairie Ramblers. But then they recorded on.
Did you say recently?
No, recently in the 30s.
You said
That's
recently.
Well, that's recently for us. The 30s is a pop hit for us. Anyway, they recorded on another label called the Sweet Violet Boys, and they came out with a song called "There's a Man That Comes to Our House." And here she goes. What key, G?
G.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a man that comes to our house, he's very nice. He comes in the summertime, bring mama ice. A little teeny weeny piece that soon melts away. Be sure to come back again later in the day. There's a man that comes to our house every single day. Papa comes home and the man goes away. Oh, Papa does the work and mama gets the pay. The man that comes around when Papa goes away.
Man comes to our house, comes to sell the brush. He comes in a hurry and he leaves in a rush. Every time he goes away, Mama's in a fit because she didn't get everything she thought she ought to get.
There's a man that comes to our house every single day. Papa comes home and the man goes away. Oh, Papa does the work and Mama gets the pay. The man that comes around when Papa goes away.
Now,
Go ahead.
the man that comes to our house drives Cadillac. He runs around the corner, he parks it in the back. Mom goes to the door, he's always sure to greet her with, "Oh, no, bloody bunch, let me check your meter."
The man that comes to our house every single day. Papa comes home and the man goes away. Oh, Papa does the work and Mama gets the pay. The man that comes around when Papa goes away.
When I grow to be a man, I'm not going to be a plumber or a janitor, no siree. I won't be a doctor with an office downtown. I think I'd rather be just a man that comes around.
There's a man that comes to our house every single day. Papa comes home and the man goes away. Oh, Papa does the work and Mama gets the pay. The man that comes around when Papa goes away.
Okay, thanks. We'll just do one more, I guess, unless there's any requests that we probably don't know.
Wheels? You know wheels.
No, we don't know that one. Okay, so
Well, there's
much
one
for
request we
requests.
don't know.
A
Is there-
restless heart.
Is there any other request we don't know?
We had a request for an old Bob Nolan tune called Way Out There, and I guess we'll use that as our last song. Actually, Bill Boyd did it originally, but no, Bob Nolan wrote it, Bill Boyd did it. Okay.
A lonely spot I know where no man may go, where the shadows of all the room. I was riding free on that old SP, humming a southern tune. Then a man came along, made me hush my song, kicked me off the way out there. As she drove out of sight, I turned to the right, the left, and everywhere. But now all I could see was the cactus tree and the prairie dog lying there. I watched the prairie dog feed on the tumbleweed as his home away out there. Then I threw down my load on the with my weary legs too. I watch the sinking sun make the cold shadows run out across the barren plain. Then I hum the tune to the rising moon. He gets lonesome away out there. Then I close my eyes to the starlit sky and lost myself in dreams. I dreamt the desert sand was a milk and honey land, and I walked off with the dawn. There's a train coming back on that one-way track, gonna take me away from here. She was passing by, I caught her on the fly. I climbed in an open door. Then I turned around to the desert ground, the spot I would see no more. As I was riding away, I heard the pale moon say, farewell, pal, it sure gets lonesome here. Thank you very much. You've been a great audience.
You know, it was said the other day about having short programs because people didn't want to stay, and I said we're going to have longer programs so that people do want to stay. It's a good program, and you proved it today. And now this guy here, he's the guy that kind of keeps our heats set right. But the other day somebody tried to change it, and they broke it. So I don't know whether it's been fixed yet or not. He'll see what he can do about it.
Yeah.
But we're going to invite back. Now,